It's a bit of a risk, like going for that double
Okay,
duelist, double
Gentleman's
dive. Like
on
we're gonna try
defense
to see how good Benji
and
is, like,
Heretics on attack.
dealing with this, you know what I mean? On his defense.
And that's, I do want to bring up the point eventually. Maybe not now because the round is live.
Relax,
a little
man.
bit of action
Platform
to start
shoes.
with. Let's talk about
Platform
that comp
shoes is
in a
too
moment, so
much.
keep that in your mind. But Minibu gonna go through.
Why am I
the
reading
motions,
them out?
Straight in towards the site. Hasn't got too much problem
addicted to
until
Flaming
then
Mini.
revealed. Robbie BK draws first blood. Minibu's gone down. The next leg is Zipan. He isn't alone. He's got some support with him, but Zipan is now the last one really.
Damn, look how calm Zipan is the whole time here.
Woot, but Rien's left in a 1v3, surrounded here. Star in his own right. 15 seconds for the dart to come back up and a minute to play with. He can reset the playing field here.
He might get cheeky and try and go towards B, but...
Oh, they're walking it though. They want to clear that. They want to make sure he can't slip the net, but he's played this well. Nice try, nice shot, but a better answer back. Too many bodies for Gentlemates, and they were
very nice for Gentleman. Shout out to Zipan here, he did great.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was a smoke that Zipan used in the backside there just to delay. I've not seen that before, just using that smoke in the back. Usually you see it in like the front of the bridge, or maybe...
Yeah, it counted the one way as well.
Interesting idea from there.
And as we're coming into probably, it's going to be probably classic, so unless something really interesting happens, we can kind of switch to it. But how do you feel about this Heretics comp? Because again, this is the team we're sending out to the internationals, right? They're the team that, you know, we're the kings who never got their crown, but this composition doesn't do it for me yet. I was hoping for something
All classics.
a little new,
We get Outlaw out for a
innovative.
click so he can farm a
little
little bit,
here
and
there,
they are
some differences,
probably going to contact into him by the looks of things.
None of that coming in. What are your thoughts?
I mean, there's a Tejo-sized elephant in this room.
Yes.
To be quite honest with you, like my read on this meta right now, even on a map like Abyss, is that if you're not playing that Tejo across multiple maps, you are not going to be doing well in an international tournament.
Because, look, all of us have been watching the other regions, right? I think we're all on the edge of our seats with EDG today, where they're going to make it, where they're not. They kicked into gear. They're fine for now. I mean, NA, I hate to say it, because, you know, EMEA, they look absolutely nasty, don't they? They look ready to go. I mean, I'm seeing phantoms everywhere. I'm seeing, like, meta comps. They look sharp as hell. So I get a little nervous. Now, it's only map one, so I'm gonna put
this isn't their map pick.
Correct.
This isn't their map pick. This could be...
It's fine. It's fine. It could be fine. I'm worried it's not, but you know what? We'll see.
I think the other thing to note is this role swap. Traditionally, like I said last time with Angel in the KO, IGOs usually aren't very good at KO. There's very few in the world that can do it. Boo is a good fragger, so like it could come into play. But I'm a little bit worried about that aspect too.
Yeah, this leaves us with more questions than answers, I feel like, looking at this, but I think
well,
once we get to
20
Fracture,
seconds
that was
left.
another question mark. Speaking
Recon goes in early, and that is a lot of scans. Like this as well, they had a recon that if they did exec early, they could have put the smoke up and they would have gone behind them for a little combo.
So far so good, no real threats being
Nothing stopped the plant though.
Coming through, Spike is down, so at least that Rien's building very close to his ult early on, but the double walk through the smoke, going to be a little slippery in the end there, Woot, but everything fine.
Do you want to get the Omen all on defense?
The Gentlemates will be very happy with this. 5 standing,
doesn't look like it.
no problems.
Yeah, very
Conversation's happening.
They bought into that, like, not kind of,
Conversation's still happening. Yeah, he's in for it.
Outlaw coming into the round 3. We'll see if that affects the round at all.
See what they got with it.
Yeah, in-zone flawless there. Tick in the box, no problems. Heretics, this is when we start to pay a bit more attention. We've got to see what their buy is going to be like as well. Will that light shield ever be an issue? I'm not too sure. I think they'll be fine. I'm seeing mostly heavy shields coming in, so not too much of an issue. That Outlaw could then suffer.
It's fine, it's just one of those annoying
Opinion on the roll swap?
kind of
I mean, let's see what they got. I'm never going to flame anything until I see how it works first and how they look. Why is Mini whispering? It's got a smaller voice box. This is actually him shouting. That's the issue. He needs a megaphone.
Yeah, let's keep our eyes on middle then.
A nice little double bait here, so we're going to probably see someone taking first contact.
I'm going to have so much fun. We've got a whole year of this guy casting. It's incredible. We need to calm it down at one point.
Look at the tempo set again. Heretics very slow.
Chat, you lot honestly are to blame because you guys started it first. Whoever said the box comment, that's it.
Rien's removes a lot of that ability to get towards these sites on those heavy executes they might want to be running. But this still spread default. No one's going walkabouts deep here for Gentlemates. They're kind of sat back towards site. You've got a very passive hold towards B. That's fine. We've seen that slight gambit towards middle almost.
Chat, let's pay attention. It's bonus rounds. They lose the Sova. Now the exec becomes a lot weaker. We've got 3 over towards here with double smoke, and the knife will
This could
Hit
be rough
them.
for Heretics going into the site.
Ooh.
We're going to have to contact up.
And already they're being punished. That one bit of util, that one little bit of a deep
that is
investment coming
wild.
up from Robbie,
Double smoke
through
goes
A,
in, they take
was
a little bit
perfect
of
to send
space, and it
everything in motion,
kind
that
of
perfect
allows you to
waterfall
peek a
effect
little bit.
back towards B.
Double smokes are
Stunning.
very
That's
nice.
a bonus
Very,
converted.
very nice.
An in-zone flawless round. That's ridiculous here. I thought that was
I kind of
want
to see the double smokes from everyone's POV, because that's nice.
A good fight
And
on
he
this
can go over
one.
to what
I
Dan,
wanna say
he's hit
Heretics
some
look a little flat so far.
fair play, man. He's
Yeah,
hit
I
some
mean, the
incredible
first part of
shots.
their default is to take that A main like most teams, and that's supposed to be the easy part when you're not playing against an operator, and Zipan's just done it with a bulldog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
the
I'm not
smokes
sure
are pretty
exactly
sick.
why he got that so easily.
Probably one of the better things I've seen with the
This
double
could be when it
smoke
starts to
comps.
hurt, though,
I
'cause these
like the
light shields
EG
now
one way
come
that
through.
they
That
used in the
outlaw still
off-season
play.
to fight
Their
middle.
money is gonna be
But like the double
outstanding.
smokes
They're
here
gonna
that
be
give you the
absolutely
angle to
sitting
dual
on back.
heaven,
So
They're going to be able to drop operators
and
all game
also
with
allow you to fly
Vic
back
or
at
Mini
sight.
who-
It's pretty
whoever-
nice.
I'm going to presume it's
And then
clear.
you can
You'd
push
imagine
into the
so.
smokes as well
But,
if need be.
you know,
And you could
this is not bad
freely
at
spam this.
Mini's got
Saving
a lot
double
of
Ash to
I
start.
don't
It's
know.
pretty
Maybe
sick.
he probably isn't a good all,
We're just making it up
I'm
now.
making jokes.
Yeah.
Being silly.
You having humour, Mini? Well, I
Oi.
never. And again, this time a little bit of a different pace. You can see the tempo change a little bit quicker, but this is with Sheriff. So as much as this may have some threat, there's still 2 players on B. They've been able to keep Mini here early. This is an extended bonus pretty much, but it's up against Sheriff. So
I do like this hold though. We're going to see Mini go for that first initial contact and then just be able to
Oh, we're
deny it.
committing to the site.
he
Damn.
doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. Mini is farming them.
Dude, every
3
single
clean
person over
kills, and he
towards
feels
B
no
just gets a
fear.
3K.
Standing tall, teams
Oh
there.
boy,
Boo,
it's
the only one
a
to
very
draw
nice
blood.
start for
Almost
Gentlemates.
another
Very,
flawless
very nice
round.
start.
Ah,
Good money as well.
gotta be a
Like their
little
money's
worried.
really good.
Yeah, a little bit worried.
Albon with the prime. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you.
Contextually, we're talking bigger
Thank
picture.
you for that,
As
using the
much
prime
as
on me.
this is Gentlemates' map choice. We don't know how high up in the map pool this is for Heretics, for example. Clearly, we can see they looked a little under the weather there, but that aside, they're not running the new kind of compositions.
I
They've
told
had
you in the
really
off-season
flat
that the
start
Boo
here,
and
and it's
Whoop
a
roll
very
switch wasn't
early
permanent. Dude, I
timeout.
mean,
This feels just
I
like
was
a
pretty
check-in of
confident
what's
with
going
it,
on
but
here, boys.
here we are.
It feels very like surface level check-in.
When you're
almost.
taking the time out on round 5, you're 4-0 down. It's not because there's anything strategic going on.
No.
Like, I don't think I've ever taken the time out in this instance and been able to, you know, do anything. You're pretty much just, you know, let's take some breaths. Let's just get back into it a little bit. Yeah, there's been 1 gun round.
Pretty much, right? And I don't know if you know this, you might do, you might not. What is the divide between Weber and Niels when it comes to how they approach coaching? Because that seemed like mostly Weber chatting there rather than Niels. So do you think that's the divide we're seeing a little bit, or is it just whoever's taken that moment
I
or
think
taking
in
that time
timeout
out?
specifically, it's whoever has the idea.
Cool.
I got this kind of, from what I've heard from friends, Weber is slightly more on the strategic side.
Interesting.
And then Neil is a bit more of a kind of dad, leader, you know what I mean? But both
Daddy
of them
Niels.
are obviously got
Got
that
it.
kind of strategic pass, so it's not
Yeah.
surprising to me if
Whoever
talking.
takes it, yeah. Okay, early ults as well. We've got to touch on this. We've got Cadaver really close by, one off from his. We do have Zipan with his as well, not most influential. And beyond that, it kind of works its way down. On the other side, they do have Rien's with his. But
Yep.
a cold start for Mini Boo. That's rough, to be fair.
Yeah, well,
0 to 4
they
so
want to do
far,
something over
and
towards
Benji
middle.
as well. Benji is still one of the most iconic players in this role. I want to see him find some comfort here, but
Or do they?
they've got to hit the ground running.
Yeah, I guess the only thing in the timeout really strategic.
Yeah, I like this from Heretics though. They call attack timeout. They're at least waiting for some
Just
aggro
doing
play,
the-
especially when there's a
doing their
Yoru.
predictions
Like
towards
this
aiming,
becomes
yeah,
way
again.
more of a threat. People
Recon
like to
comes
push
out,
aggro
pushing
here.
them away. Leaving the cam there though this time, which is kind of nice later on. If we're kind of leaving that space, we can kind of just re-clear it ourselves. If we hear that drone coming back through, we can see if they've actually
And we're
used the
definitely
point.
getting a triple swing at middle here, and
First time
Click
they're really
might be
posturing
caught
towards
out.
B, that knife coming through, a
transitioning,
little bit of
no.
pre-fire shown on it. Click hasn't
boy.
left this spot, but there's a lot more on the other side than maybe he'd expect. 3 players down the yeah. Who needs to expect it?
Their
When you
second
can
buy
hit
round,
that.
and this is how it
It's
starts.
a 2-for-1 discount, and they
That
certainly
is
didn't
devastating.
need it at 4-0. That's a gut punch for Heretics.
That cage made it look like they were kind of using it to cross, and they were kind of being sneaky and.
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
up. I'm
I did
surprised
like the
Click
idea,
even
but
was ready for that, to be quite honest with you.
And look at them converging towards middle now. Woot's in a real pickle. Gonna try. Oh, he actually gets caught as well. Got to be a bit careful in
Yeah,
case someone
it's a good
maybe
amount
got
of
a second
info.
to shoot. But look at the
and then now they clear over towards middle.
They're taking it
They can
away.
stack
They
sights a
kill
little
Benji,
bit
so there's no
harder.
sense
Full
in
retake
just
over
middle
towards B.
could
If
go
Cadaver
for a
gets a
late
kill,
comeback here.
that's going to be an ult.
Massive.
And dude, we got a 2-person push, and they hit so much towards A. This is gonna be a fast flank behind as well. I was about to say, I don't think Zipan needs to fight, but it's so fine. If that's what he's doing, then fair play. In an ideal world, you would just make sound for the 2 behind, but he's fragging pretty heavy.
He'd love to get Robbie down, but
it's just chat, these rounds, a lot of people are surviving. This is already 9k, 300 off 9k.
I think what I'm seeing from Heretics is something I'm noting this year, looking at Abyss a bit closer. Like when I was watching Fnatic 2, I think that there was like a slight overcompensation.
Okay.
I think that if you keep it simple early and just go into those late side execs, you're usually in a decent spot. If you're kind of using the middle in the way like you're overusing middle, I feel like that's more kind of in the middle of the game you want to start using that. So the best teams I've seen so far on attack have just been kind of abusing the fact that
attacks overall, if they want it on the eco. Keeping it simple, like Mini asked. Straight up burst into A, especially with the flash dash. Flash for the side, do we have another flash for backside? Let's keep an eye on boot.
I think noticing this is all in. I'm going to back away and play retake.
Been very good so far, but not wanting that one.
Yeah, even Heretics.
I mean, Heretics will take this.
Here. They've got what they needed.
Keep an eye on Rienz and Woops. 2 people that need to play offsite, playing offsite.
Just a pixel.
They still have the drone.
So all early.
There's going to be the preemptive Hunter's Fury. I don't think it finds anything on this, but it does at least clear a little bit of that worry. Maybe towards Nest, towards Heaven, but the flash. Mini's in. He takes down Mini, but he's got a follow-up as well. Gentlemate's flooding back towards the site. The back line is all that stands. And it's only
1v3, no pings anymore. 1 super low, recon and 5.
The time's on his side. A tap on the spike, Click is low. This could be big. Click tries to avoid, but Robbie
shout out to Click as well.
Goes down,
the bounce shock was going to hit him and just up us up. Another round with 3 surviving. All of these rounds are really convincing.
There because of their economies.
This Yori flash was sick there.
We saw Rienz using the ult in a way that was a bit curious, you would think, but he was trying to use it off of the kind of forward positions with the kind of low buy.
What's going on? I mean, Gentlemate's looking great.
Usually you'd see a team play offside post with that Sova ult, but given the, we haven't got the guns to spam, so.
And the ults are now cycling through. Robbie's getting louder. It's scary,
There's so many ults. There's so many ults, and they change it up now. We've got 2 ults to hit over towards site. And they decide to 3-person push middle. Surely the Yoru should have the op for playing this angle.
First time we might see a challenge. Okay, we've actually got a bit of a fight back on middle.
Yeah, the recon coming in for the first time clears it out beautifully. I think mates maybe have a read that the recon's usually being used towards A main, and therefore the middle is completely free to do these kind of walk downs. But Heretics have adjusted their recon to make sure that this middle aggression doesn't come through.
Okay, I like this though still from Gentlemates. They leave over towards middle, they wait like what, 10 seconds, they smoke, they drone to clear it, one-way smoke. And they set Click back over towards middle.
Okay, that's a problem. Gonna be caught up here, but Boo's already taken away Cadaver.
It's a bit of a shame they didn't really consider the KO. It felt like the KO absolutely wrecked them.
Heretics plants in, and we know where Zipan was playing over towards A, so he's only got half the map to cover, does eventually make it back round, but a 1v5 is a lot to ask.
He did try to use the Omen ult, but he did ult into a KO ult, so it did look a bit silly.
Yeah, no, the KO ult took out the Yoru, took out the Astra to do the stars, and the Omen got cancelled.
But they can be very confusing sometimes. So
it got so much value. And I think their whole protocol is when they're getting hit over towards it to at least do the smoke.
There we go, yeah.
Give you some freedom.
But again, this is the first round, right? A necessary fight back in for Heretics. It felt simplistic in approach, a couple of issues here and there for Gentlemates, but Heretics needed that.
The news for Heretics is they kept a lot of people alive.
Keep it simple. You don't
might get to a point where everyone's money's just outrageous.
Mates, I think that they didn't have enough towards that B side of the map to really hold. An unfortunate situation with Mini. I didn't catch really what actually happened there with his TP.
Honestly, the KO wrecked everyone.
I thought meal of it, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Maybe someone could get a clip of that. That'd be brilliant. Appreciate you guys. And the observers are probably mad at me because they're like, we already showed you this. Yeah. We've literally just shown you on the replay and you didn't even look. That's crazy.
Let's go.
Also, Benji's mullet looking fantastic at the moment.
What did he say at this point?
Yeah, no, yeah, but the audience didn't hear me you know, enjoying it. So I'm a mullet enjoyer. Yes.
You think he has his own hairbrush? I reckon he's got his own Benji.
Yeah,
Benji
like
fishy.
engraved. Yeah, absolutely. I wait for your mullet to come through. I feel like that could be a very powerful look for you. But it feels like this is a new approach, right, from Heretics. Touch towards middle, get a bit of control.
I like this reaction from Gentlemates. Lose middle instead of re-clearing it this time. They push down towards B.
And this is
the first time the Woot's gonna get tested on Cypher Gs. Oh my goodness, nice.
Woot is not the person.
Well, they're not gonna be pushing anymore.
Nah, I guess not. But theory for me, I take it. I like the concept. But look at the response though. They get that contact straight in towards that A side. This time it's Cadaver over here though.
Yeah, he's gonna need a big recon here. Oh no, they've decided to freeze.
It starts feeling a little bit weird now. You're like, wait, are they still going this way? Where are we off to?
Looks like they're gonna split. It looks like they're gonna go split through the vents to A now. Okay, really interesting mid-round.
Does that dart? Ooh.
Wait, yeah, it doesn't
that
clear.
Could be misinformation.
It doesn't clear
I
left.
have no idea about how close Heretics had made it. A lovely pause for thought and a little bit of a misplay on Util. Cadaver just
Yeah, he didn't know what to do. He wanted to go close and crouch in the smoke, but it was so committed around the corner.
This is now just down a mini 1v5, similar to what we saw only a moment ago for Zipan.
So round before, 4 people surviving. This round, 5 people surviving. 3k for everyone. Money over towards here, still good.
Do you think there's a solution within reach, or is it a touch base with coach?
I think I'd take the timeout right here. The momentum shifted. Like you can feel the momentum shifted. Even just taking the pause just helps, even if you're not going to say anything.
Can we get a close round? Yeah, it's every round's been really one-sided. From the pistol, that was the only one,
right? The idea
right?
that you get stalled on A, quite often you see teams kind of look very panicked when they get stalled on A, and then just stand still or run to B. Whereas I quite like the mature approach of sending 3 back through middle to kind of split A. It's something I've not really seen before after being kind of cancelled on A, I guess is the way we would describe it.
And it felt like it worked incredibly. I'd be interested to know if that dart had landed better and it kind of still showed presence towards A main, how that would have changed things. Obviously, that's neither here nor there now, but it's just that curiosity. Would that have maybe changed the outcome? Who knows? I'm waiting to see if there's a timeout. Maybe Gentlemates feel like they have what they need this round. Keep it in mind.
A lot of ults, and Gentlemates' money has
given them so much cash.
I mean,
they don't have to be too worried.
It would still buy 2-9.
Heretics and money has gone through the roof too. Yeah, kind of loss bonus effects has happened.
Right here.
Looks a very simplistic approach again. Now we've seen them pause before to add that little moment
of doubt. Sight hit.
I think
does feel like again like the knife might wreck them on sight. Let's see.
Zipan's taken a deeper look over towards A, so he can quick with it towards Mini Boo, but the trade was there, so Woot's going to keep them at an even 4-4 on the B site. Mini makes it over in time, as you highlighted, that TP taken early, and they're still going, and Mini, Ruby, 1-2 punch, Gentlemates back in control.
Nice shots here.
Yeah, I love that setup. To be honest with you, they kind of recognize.
I really got to see that shot again.
The site being hit, and
was it not just outrageous?
Using kind of strong side Bs, like using 3 people there, and with the Yoru, you don't even have to be there. He's TP'd over, 3's there instantly.
And again, in my mind, the interesting part is Gentlemates did float this up against Apex as well. They ended up picking, I think, Pearl instead at one point. So technically, this is a nice
he did see him
just
just before he got flashed.
I
feel like he's running there, but
they continue to this trajectory. This changes the conversation.
Honestly, Valorant probably
very end, and I think it was removed in the end by Apex. So
we got a
very interesting one.
We got a lot of ults.
Zipan again. Look at him. He's relentless on this approach, but he gets.
He's definitely running. Yeah. Honestly, out of everyone, I 100% trust you on that. Asana. If anyone's going to know about running jumping shots, it's you.
In those moments, it looks a bit silly on the mini-map, but when you're in the game, experiencing things like that, the comms just go wild. So, interesting idea from Mates.
Ooh, knives out. Robbie droning in. What does he get on this one? Click's getting proactive. Checks to the left. Going to spot out Boo. Stunning. It's quick. It's clean.
Yeah, I love this. Just fearlessness coming out.
Exactly where you are.
And it's nice seeing them with no fear almost in this, because it's very easy to fall into the idea of
can Cadaver get one? That's what it's all about on this.
Outdone by the name you're playing against, right?
Just gonna get
Heretics are arguably one of the most competitive teams we had.
Should he just go to spawn here and hold spawn? Probably. It's a good off angle.
This is lovely.
I'll just do that.
It's gorgeous. Cadaver just tucking in a little on the angle, reading what Heretics would have wanted, leaving Benji last man alive and a mile away from influence here. But Gentlemates, I have to give such credit here, being so proactive, so confident in their fights, backing themselves in 50-50s, if not, you know, 40-60s, 30-70s. These guys are playing with
Look
zero
solid, yeah, they're
fear.
really solid.
Yeah, their first game
The
was
holds are
against
good.
Heretics. It was really
Yes.
They
hard
mix
to
it up a
see
good amount.
Contextually.
The reactions
You
are
know,
good.
one of the weaker teams
They've
in
got
the
some
league
cool little
potentially. Now they're
smoke
gonna
things that they're doing with
against potentially
Astra.
the best team in the league.
Yeah.
It's probably
To
one of
see,
the
like,
better I've seen the double smokes
How
look on
do they react
defense.
when they see the names in the server? Because that happens. Like
It does.
I've seen it.
You've
happen
seen it
in
yourself.
Like
real time.
Astra
I've
just
seen people
saved
looking at
stance the whole
Chronicles
time.
with fear, you know what I mean?
I don't blame
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that mates don't let this get to them.
But it
It's
is
almost like it's motivating them on some
Yeah,
level, it feels
which, and there's always that, like, there's certain teams that always respond way better to confident starts, and you can kind of see why. It removes that worry or doubt, and we've got a, is this double timeout?
like. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, double timeout on the half. Never gonna be feeling good about that one. This time Neil's taking the vast majority of the conversation rather than Weber last time around, but still, it clearly, something's not clicking here for them. They've had 2 rounds so far that looked fine, but just not continued success. So again,
One of the better played defense halves of the best. It's been really nice,
how good
yeah.
are Apex? If we're going to put things in context, like, wait, is Floor truly the chosen
everyone-
one?
everyone's,
I don't
like,
know,
locking
but,
down their sight.
Odorous.
Floor.
No,
But
honestly,
I do think these
it's a
reactive
problem I need
smokes
to
are good.
get
Even
out of.
saw it
It's
in the
not allowed to
pistol,
cast
right? When
Apex
Zipan
anymore,
was
you
playing
know,
back
too
his
much
sight, they
bias.
had the reactive smoke on the
But
left,
they have
cancelled
a
out
lot
the
of
one
ults
way
here.
that
They
he could
should- I
hide
don't say it's a
into.
slam dunk round. It's probably not.
And then you
But
just
these
use
are all
Omen at the beginning
influential
round
big
for
boy ults. If
pretty
you've
much
got a
just
set
one way
piece,
over
a little,
towards
you know,
A.
gambit you want to play out, you
And then
play it
because
now.
they're not
That gets
playing
them up
against
to
a
3,
double smoke
eyeing
comp,
up
they
maybe
don't
a
really
little
need
bit
to
of
smoke
buffer for
top
that
mid
second half.
because
The only thing is
the
that
pressure of
mates
this
are gonna
comp
do
isn't
well
that
with
strong.
So taking a timeout
So you'd have to
with big
invest
ults
double
is something
smoke,
I
really.
would
Or
try
you
and
could do the
avoid
one
sometimes
at the,
'cause I don't want the
like
other
where people
coach
do
getting
the
involved
Viper
and start
smoke.
unpicking.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a good game plan. I reckon
so
as
we'll see if
well.
that kind of
I would
plays
love to see
into effect
Gentleman
at all.
play against a double smoke comp and see if they change up a lot or if they literally just stick to this.
Zipan over towards B. I'm seeing Robbie left on his own towards A.
So I love that they're just using their clears
Yeah. All right, Robbie.
of like the drone and.
I said you're a superstar in the
Okay, this is
making.
interesting as well. They got punished earlier for
God,
pushing,
so
and I
he's-
think
oh my
they
God.
kind of have called it right that they won't be
Aiming
holding
pressure
this
we see
because
on the
we
other
owned
side
them
of
last
the map
time.
right here.
I respect that they go for this again.
Who's been so willing to
Even though in
shoulder
theory
that
they've
too,
been
so they have
conditioned
to
to not
respect it
push.
to an extent. A deep smoke coming in as well, buying more times on this flank.
Kadavra gets the op out this time because they're pushing
I
behind.
guess they're just gonna play
That
for
could
flooding
updraft
in.
this,
Looks
but
like they are gonna
obviously
try and hold this side.
don't know where you can. No, there's not.
Still eyes on the flank here. Not sure what Click's going to do on this. They are on the site though.
Never mind. They
Yep.
teased the hold and then were like, no.
Yeah, everyone was
No,
really
can't see
far
that.
away. They didn't hear
Okay,
this.
so Click's made it past. He's
Oh,
not
we
set
got
off
some potential
anything
here.
behind them, but they might be aware of this. But Rienz has to be careful. Bye-bye.
Sure,
Your
only one.
contingency plan just goes out the window, falls away so the trade doesn't come in.
One,
There's no one
two,
there
three,
anyway.
and the guy at the
Mini
back end
now
started
knows 3
sending
players.
it.
The paranoia doesn't quite get him, but you can see the flash.
Whoa,
he
he
does.
tanked
Still,
that flash.
Mini, Zipan, just flooding back in. It is perfection watching these guys. And heartbreaking for Heretics. The cubby's been checked. They found
Scatter him
you.
out in the
You
corner.
can't run, and
Another
you can't
convincing
hide.
round. And shout out to Gentlemates on
look
this
like the
one.
real deal
Thinking
here.
that they can
Yeah, it
condition
doesn't
them
matter.
to
This
not
guy
push,
doesn't
they
need to play
push. We
sensible.
change it up. We have an op
Just
over
as good
towards
as
middle. They
Terror
cleared
Fan.
all of this.
I think that,
And then they got a
Heretics
little
had
bit
a nice
fortunate that they
idea
committed
with
over
the actual
towards site and
movement
couldn't
that
hear
goes
the
down,
updraft
pushing
over, but
through the chokes, trying to get down and dirty. The flank, like, as a reaction to that flank coming in, just pushing out, but it just wasn't enough. The Euro ult was massive here.
that flash, damn dude,
Unreal.
that play was sick.
Two.
It feels like we've slipped into this alternate reality.
Spots all three.
Another flawless
Mini
round
spots
there.
all three.
We've seen a few of them.
Yeah.
And this just doesn't feel right.
And then
you know?
flashes
This
for them
is-
to send it through the
Maybe
Astra
this is
ult.
so deep down in Heretics' veto process, but they still let it through.
Yep.
So it can't be so far down that it's impossible. But anyway, I pause now. Rienz looking for a quick early start. Nice. Attempt.
It's all a ruse for them to get into vents here.
Yeah, no tag though, and you're right.
This is the
How much
first time we've
did
seen the
Robbie
smokes over towards
know of
middle.
this? I guess maybe the smoke.
But again,
being
they
there,
just re-clear
yeah, you can
this.
see him working out something's amiss.
Dude, we gotta be
Yeah,
just
but
breaking
usually,
this,
usually when
surely.
I can see the minimap, I can kind of paint the picture of what the steps were there for Heretics, but I'm not sure what the idea was. We've faked on the B with the server ult. we
You
got
could,
into
and now they
vents,
can't
we
do anything
left
for a
the
long
vents.
time. And they don't even have to
A
worry.
little bit.
Because they know they're not gonna hit a
No.
site for a long time because they
little
don't
bit
have
confused
smokes
right
for
now.
ages.
If
I
this
don't know if
mini's
this is
confused,
nerfs or this is over complication, or
They got like what, 15 more seconds of chilling?
I don't know. Something's not right.
I mean, at a 9-2 scoreline, I think we can be fair and say something's not working perfectly anyway, but this round does seem a little strange, and Mini's in the right place again. No one's clearing close. Mini,
damn, bro.
how many times
this guy's
does
a
Mini
beast.
get this many kills? He's had 2s, he's had 3s, he's had a lot of them now. Benji's off on walkabout somewhere.
He won in the last round as well.
Yeah, Rienz is going to bring the spike
and he's
over,
fragging
but this
real
is a
heavy.
nightmare of a game. Benji's on 1-8.
This was a really
I'm
nice
one of the biggest fans of this man.
from
He's a
Gentlemates.
treat to watch, an absolute pleasure to witness play. Same for all of the Heretics side. They look like a shadow of themselves here, but Plant should be in 2v5. Make me a believer again.
It was so
Benji's
nice.
going to have to make a massive play here. He knows it himself.
But I feel like he's one of those players who knows the
Like
win
this is the
cons of
first
making
ever
big
time I
plays.
felt like
And I say
you
this, it'll
have to
probably
play
be nothing,
double
but
smokes
sometimes
on
he
attack,
knows that
or
he
at
has
least like
to go
some.
beyond the normal
No,
realms
yeah.
of
I
what's
think this is
to
the
be
first ever time I
expected.
felt
He's
like you
gotta
have
just
to
guess.
play.
He's gotta try and
Dude,
make
look
it
at this
happen.
guy
He
just
only got
jumping
one.
around.
That's not big enough. That's not
I think
enough
you have to
here.
play double smokes
There's
after
Rienz.
watching this.
Once again, just
How many
It's the only
times?
time I felt like it.
Yep. Got 2 shock darts, got his own reveal as well. Not bad. Hold
There's
on.
just no pressure on middle.
Hold
Like
on,
even
hold on. If there
Robbie's
was a man to do
veto
it,
was.
maybe.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
just maybe
Bro, I'm
it's
just
Rienz.
yapping about everything he does that. That was sick.
You know
That
this
was
talent.
nuts.
And he brings it forth in those moments. A
Holy
9-3, but off
dudes.
the
Okay,
back
well,
of
they
individual
got 3.
brilliance. We still need to see more than that.
That was
I mean,
insane.
there's a reason he's the best in the EMEA.
He absolutely is, and we'll be back after this, so do not go anywhere for the second half.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, that is so sick. Jesus. Yeah, I might have to meet the broadcast. The clean, yeah, it was incredible. I mean, they needed that though. Wearing a mask, someone's definitely sick, or maybe there's a couple of people sick. Still, no matter what, that was a very nice defense half from Gentlemates. I love the Astra stuff. They're all Omen for like aggro layer 1, and then everything else behind it is just the Astra stuff. Then you perma have 2 smokes up for whatever site you hit. Who is that? Who else was playing like this? Heretics kinda used to play like this on their defense when they would do the double smoke to defend over A. Yeah, I like this. Ivan C1. Ivan C.I. Sai? Ivan Sai. Sure. Ivan C.I. with the prime. Thank you so much, bro.
Graphic
I have
was
no
the
idea how
wrong
to say your
way
name,
around, or someone had
but I
put the
appreciate
numbers
the
in the
prime,
wrong
dude.
place. But no, it is correct. Gentlemates leading at a 9-3 scoreline, and one of those rounds was kind of off the back of Rienz. Mini, talk to me here. What the hell has just happened? Can you summarize? Give me something, man.
I mean, that was just a bit of a masterclass from Gentlemates. I'm not sure how much of this is Heretics overcomplicating some of the rounds, not just making it a bit more direct, but there was a lot of.
I mean, there
great
was a
stuff from
lot of
mates
direct
playing
rounds.
proactive without any kind of fear. It felt like, yeah, beautiful.
Have they got it for the second half? We're about to find out. Gentlemates on the attacking side, of course.
1-0 on the
that means
pistols.
Heretics in the defending seat. So we wait and see, right? Mini boot, Sheriff out, and that's about all she wrote.
Well, nice little fake towards B here.
Wow, this is cool. 2 persons sent in. Look at the rotate as well, because they send people here, and then we TP into. Damn, this team is really drilled on this map. This is a really cool pistol.
Click finding 2. They're gonna get the
Honestly, the jet just stays alive back aside now.
Heretics are.
They've realized already. I was.
And then what? You got Astra
They were
Suck.
gonna not realize for too long.
They do have double shock, so even the server
long
could play
walk
off
back.
site. They got the
They
smoker.
don't have much utility for this retake. They don't have smokes. It's going to be tough, and Click is going to be the thorn in their side eventually if it really comes down to it.
Cage triggered.
Yeah, Rienz, the only one in my mind who can try and do something. 2 shock darts, reveal, tap on the spike here. Benji looking for that first player to swing. Kadabra taking a good amount of chip damage on that, and we noted it before. There is still going to be Click coming in slowly but surely, and Robbie
Wow, I'm
and
so impressed.
Kadabra get
cool
things
pistol.
started with a bang. 10 rounds straight away for the underdogs here.
I mean, a beautiful pistol round. Like,
Wasn't it great?
It was really
the
good.
idea of using the
three-person
fake,
command.
but then TP back, but then
Yeah,
using Jet
Omen.
and
Sorry,
Omen,
Yori flashes
like
in there
you
as
would
well.
traditionally
Clones
see
in
double
there.
duelist Phoenix. Like the
You got
Omen
the
TPs
TP
on
back,
top
the
of
Omen,
side,
the Jet
diving
commit.
in, like you would see like a Jet and a Raze, for instance. Jet going too.
And you do it fast round, so they're scared of that, so the rotate might be
That's one for the
later.
I mean,
That's for the mini archives right there. I'm seeing that.
because kind of
Is Polvi
pausing
here?
this,
Hello,
I know a lot of
Polvi.
people say, oh, well, Heretics were just not very good today.
Right, yeah.
Cool, that's fine, and
There
there's
you are,
probably
hello,
some
mate.
validity to that. But what we're seeing coming out from Gentlemates, like that pistol round
If Heretics
there,
lose this, are
how
they
they're
out?
applying the
No, they
Yoru
got
in this,
got 2 more
everything's
maps
working
first of
well
all,
for them.
and it's
Deserves its
upper
own merit
bracket.
too. They've seen a lot on that drone there, and they're like, nah.
I'm just impressed how drilled
I
Gentlemates
don't
are.
want to go there. Off we pop. But this is where I want to make sure Gentlemates do get the credit for what they're doing, rather than
And
people
I
just
think they
saying
would-
Heretics have a bad
I
day.
think
Because a lot of
this is-
people will have that mentality.
Yep.
Now, do I think
I
Heretics
kind of want
can
to see
get
some more
better
buy
than
rounds on
this?
attack,
Yes,
but
'cause I'm not
not
stupid.
just going to
They are
last.
very good at this game. We know that by now. I think everyone around
Okay,
the
everyone
world
does this.
but
Are we going to fall for
let's
this?
see if they can make any stand here, right? Otherwise,
Yeah,
we wait for
nice,
Fracture
dudes.
and we enjoy the show. But for now, we did have a hidden whoop cleared out. Oh. Ah.
Damn, bro.
I'm willing them on here. I
Might have one of
wanna
the
fight back,
one of the
but
better abysses we've seen. It's
it's
obviously
not as
double
strong as
pistol that
Slicky's.
really helps.
His
But
was egregious earlier on. I was watching it when it was covering the EDG game. Shocking. What's it like to have that curse potential? Do you have the curse potential?
When I started streaming,
Yeah,
I did,
it came through.
It came to me a little bit, yeah. It's like the Force. It kind of just, you know.
Yeah, Sith Lord Mini, brilliant. Thanks for that one. See the little like black robe.
Yoda.
I need you to talk in just like how Yoda does. Not now,
Okay.
but we're adding it onto the list. All right, it's gonna
Casted
happen.
Yoda voice.
Oh, you can tell it's an 11-3, can't you? Because at the start of the day, I was like, oh, Heretics against Gentlemates, that'd be a quick day, that one. Not the way I thought it was going to be quick, though. Ah, the battle
Steam,
cry.
man.
The infamous Robbie battle cry.
You're having way
We're
too
getting
much
used to it
fun.
now, you know. Imagine losing to that. Tilts you a little bit, doesn't it? Just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we do at least have bonus against Bai, 11-3.
Instant strat here from Nick. Oh,
An
I
instant
can't even
kill.
talk and he's already got a kill.
Unlucky, mate. That's really unfortunate.
Become a plat chat
Boo's
Gentlemate Truther. I said they might win a map.
I don't know what to say. This
But
is madness.
I did not
We
think
get
it would
upsets,
ever
we
look
get
this
them a lot,
convincing.
right,
They look
but
incredible.
This just feels bizarre.
This map
It
is
feels
crazy
like we
drilled
slipped
from
into
them.
some alternate reality.
Again, I still want to
where
see some buy rounds. I'm kind of hoping
can't get
Heretics
away from essentially
catch a couple of
3
rounds just so we
rounds,
can
but
see it,
let's see
but-
what they can
I
do.
highlighted it in the
Yeah.
pre-match where we're talking about the kind of double duelist.
This
being,
is a map, yeah, but imagine they
like
play
a
this
gamble
level on
that I
other
liked.
maps.
And I think if we added up the kills and deaths, I think we're at like 30-12 or something stupid right now. Like they have rolled the dice and they've hit 6. Like I don't know if this is going to be consistent, but
If it's their
looking
one-off,
pretty good right now.
yeah. No, if you're gonna run it now, that's cool. And it gets you a win above Heretics, at least on a map, right? This could all be just a
Yeah, they
footnote
can't
in the
retake
eventual
this.
story of this game.
We're
when
gonna
we get to
pummel Smoke
Fracture,
Heaven.
Maybe make it to Pearl. It's all too a little bit out of normal, but I love this lurk as well. This flank coming in, but does Robbie get the timing right? There's still 2 players working their way through mid. I'm not sure about the timing, but Woot's one out
I
towards
like
the
they had
side.
to get
So if
proactive.
anything, he's got to speed
Where
up the
do you put the
pace here,
smoke?
or maybe bank on Zipan or Cadaver to really buy time and keep their attention turned. And I think they
You gonna
cancel.
TP back into
Either
it?
Rien's noted
No, he
it,
fakes
because
it?
Rien's is
Ooh,
looking that
like it.
way. Maybe the lack of presence from Robbie or something along those lines. Already going to start clearing through the site, though. Benji and
Doable.
Woot clear on home. Robbie left in a 1v3. Oh, that's big info here.
Nice
oh,
shot.
that's a better shot. Benji starting to get a little sharper. That's 4.
They've got enough rounds to work with mates to lose rounds like that, but it'd be really nice to see, you know, how good are they? Are they able
they
to close
close?
these kind of games? They were in a massive, advantageous situation there, and they kind of let it be thrown away a little bit. In the context of this map, it might not matter, but in the context of their season, those are the rounds that we need to be looking at if this team wants to be the dark horse that we've kind of set them up to be.
And I think it kind of boils back to a lot of kind of what the whispers were at the start of this year. The Gentlemates and a lot of people putting them towards the top
We got
5,
1,
top
2 that can't
4
buy.
even
Everyone
at
can't buy
times.
here.
So
The
you're right.
Gentlemates.
Can they play to those win cons of keeping
Anyone
clean
close to the
games,
null?
even
Easy
against
call
someone
for the
like
rounds?
Heretics that
Not
is a very
really.
hard opponent.
Nice
As it
goes
stands,
over
though, we're looking
towards
at
A.
pressure towards middle. There's still a little bit of a display on it.
Yeah, mate's not rushing into anything, just doing the kind of standard.
Yeah, they're chilling.
defaulting,
This is what we were
despite
talking about,
their
the double
composition
smokes.
having that power of the
They double
duelist going
smoke, but
deep
they
if
do their
want to.
smoke deeper than most teams.
Just taking off the boxes.
God, the rotations are so quick
And
as well.
reactively, they put
They
a smoke
swing
here, and
that
we
spike
had
back though towards
Miniboo
B.
watching it the whole time.
Yeah.
So they haven't really created pressure mid, or even though they think they might have.
Led them to believe that they're still there. Mates look at setting up a fake potentially again.
Double
with that
fake,
B
maybe?
side.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what their goal is here. We're about 50 seconds in. And you can see that Heretics want info, right? They're droning down middle, they're trying to catch any of this. Something's pulled them over towards B. Maybe this pause on A, maybe just having faith in Benji that he can hold it.
Mates did. It looked like it was going to be a fake.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a fake, but then I think they bailed on it.
A very strange fake if it was one.
Well, maybe there was
Keeping it
something.
simple,
Maybe they fake crossed it here with it.
Using that.
I don't know.
There is util still here. Benji having to respect it to fall towards at least back sight. How does Mini play this one out? Benji's under pressure. Yeah, there was too much for him to handle. Mini on the crunch as they flood the front of the site.
Yeah,
too many angles to try and cover. Riens couldn't
as
really
well.
keep him safe either. So at this point, trying to stall out on the plant, but Robbie's got that one down. Time's on their side. 5v4. Flank being watched. Nice underhand flash gives Boo.
Yeah, they're in trouble. They probably need to push spawn.
Now, Gentlemates play forward in the side. They're grouping towards
the
back
best
side,
plant
leaving
for
a
them.
little bit of this flank open, saying screw it.
Oh,
We'll
they
try
got no
and find
flashes.
Miniboo and Riens instead. Maybe the right call. As already Click going to take away the head of Miniboo. Follow-up swing goes Riens' way.
Dude, nice duels. Oh, they're kind of out-aiming them as well. Look at that round.
Great.
It's a great reaction from them. They have no smoke, so they decide to duel it so that everyone else doesn't even have to worry about the angles. If they go over towards the right, these guys on the side of sight are a little bit wrecked.
General makes are hitting everything right now. Click
No, yeah,
is-
they are
Click
out
is
dueling.
using heads like no
Click is a
business.
beast.
Yeah, we got
I feel
Click
like
and
the
Mini
double
just-
duelists are
they-
doing
they-
so well.
Because they were good in totally opposing roles, right? Mini was really impressive, kind of playing Sentinel. He was the kind of the
Yeah, look
closer
at how
to
they
Click
played
being
together
the
here as
opener.
well.
Now those two look
Like
really
that,
solid.
it's always
Like,
going to be a
this
trade
team
with how they're spacing
There's
that.
so much potential here.
Yeah, it's also a dynamic. When you see it working an official, you can be like, what other maps could we do these kind of ideas on? A map like Split screams out to me as the kind of map that I'd love to run this kind of thing on.
Learning on the fly about this team. More and more and more. Mini.
Okay, 8 chances, 8 of them.
I think that was like the interaction that happened
It must have
before.
been.
The
Yeah, with
KO
the
interacting with the ult with
Yeah.
the knife.
Okay.
He's sitting on a cage, or are we committed?
On this off angle, won't be the first time he's played this setup. Very classically his almost. So they should be aware of it now, seeing the util in play. Benji does only have a sheriff. Though, so
He's
very
in
hard
trouble,
to try and
man.
find impact.
He's in real
Click
trouble.
just
They clear back a
bulldozes
sight,
through the
save
sites now,
TP
open,
across,
the red
Recon at the
carpet
back
rolled.
cleared this
Root's
as
gonna be
well.
eviscerated,
Damn,
and
they
they're down to now 3. Nice from Boo. Big shots there. That's the spike now left loose. Another issue could come from this now. Time for rotation. A little bit of paranoia in Mini Boo's mind because he does want to overcommit here.
Heretics doing a good job reclearing mid. A nice little push down potentially, adding another layer whilst we're waiting for the spike to be planted.
I wonder how much he gets from this though, Mini Boo.
Oh, we wait a long
I like
time
the
before
idea.
planning.
He's not had a great game though. 3
Yeah,
to
they really
14,
want some
which
kind
is
of pick
rare,
or some
right?
kind of
Mini Boo
info.
is a star. This is quiet for him. Now I'm already seeing Kadavra kind of look towards this way a little bit here.
Yeah,
but
Kadavra's
timing
been
can
checking
be
this the whole
everything in
time,
these
so he's aware
moments.
this could be
Bond's gonna
a
come in now.
possibility.
Mini Boo closing towards the gap here. Dashes on, looking for a pixel on site. Not going to see it yet. He's cleared a lot of space here, but he's not spotted the play up towards the window. Bullet to the
Oh,
back
God,
of the brain.
just as his
Kadavra's gonna
teammates
find him.
crossing.
Now the final 2 have to
Nice
flood
shots,
on
nice
through,
shots,
and
nice
it's
map.
Gentlemates
Really, really nice
with
map.
13
That's impressive.
to
Fair play.
4.
That was cool.
Outstanding scoreline and a surprise.
Dude, if they
to
look like
most
this
of
on other
us.
maps,
But who
they're
knows, is this
getting
a
top 4 in
one-off?
the EMEA.
Or is this the team that everyone was fearing during the off-season?